be gold-centric, Evos say, no, we're going to be gold-centric. We have a superstar gold laner. Why the heck would we not be gold-centric? Let's see if it works out for them, because again, main damage dealer, it's going to be Doma. All the expectations, all the pressure on his shoulders, and for a Geekfam, they're going to go for a signature pick on Beloyski. There you go. Just waiting to see where the Edith gets flexed, where the Ruby gets flexed, but Luke on the Edith. Very interesting choice here. I've never really seen him play the Edith, but knowing Luke, he picks up on new heroes really, really well. And maybe the last 2 weeks, he's just been spamming this Edith guard.
It's gonna be a very interesting battle, indeed. As we all know, the Bruno with the supports is a very top in-demand trend, and it seems like Evos, they're taking the same strat, right? With Angela, not Florin, not Diggy because it was banned, but it seems like with Angela, can it work? I feel like Evos has a better composition here.
Oh man, like I think I agree with you, Connie. Like you know what team I'm rooting for, especially Beloyski. Like I know he plays a good Ruby, but it didn't convince me enough for him to be able to like. This is a prior hero for Beloyski, those kind of things. But we're gonna see here, Mirko.
The Tigers and the Geeks have landed in the Land of Dawn. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 1. Proving grounds for the superstar to be in the gold lane. Doma up against a worthy foe, Chadera.
Doma versus Chadera. Looking at the emblems earlier, Nile going for the Quantum Charge, meanwhile Taz going for more farming potential and also a bit of a DPS with that Impure Rich. A pretty good emblem from Bashia, which also has a really good build in farming potential. And this is probably a green light for them to be able to play aggressively against a utility jungler as well. It's Angela, so you have the sustainability. This is your time to shine. Beloyski already taking a beating in the mid lane.
Seems like Beloyski will be okay for now, but yeah, note that all members from Evos Legends and Geekfam brought flickers, right? So what this means is they can be aggressive and also they can be defensive, having that extra spell.
Speaking of flickers, the golden boy for Evos Legends has already used that flicker. Needs Krite to help him up top there in this matchup. Bruno versus Beatrix. Early on, you would expect the Bruno to have a significant advantage.
Yeah, I think this is the welcome to the league moment for Doma. Just Chadera showing how it is, like how it is in the top league of Indonesia. But Nile very, very aggressive. Krite might have to use the flicker. No, still gets away with a lot of HP, almost level 4, and he's gonna go to the XP lane mostly, I think, to get the XPs going for that for that turtle team fight.
This is where it comes back to the build-up for the first neutral objective. Baksha versus Fredrin. This is a matchup we've seen many times at IESF. And for Evos Legends, they'll have to sustain. They'll have even some playmaking utility abilities, but in the bottom lane, a bit of a skirmish.
Oh, let's see. The turtle has been poked around by Taz. Geekfam, they are still struggling to find the perfect... Oh, good penalty zone on towards 3. A boy now isn't level 4. Netherrealm isn't in the hands. Luke quite low. Let's see the fight. A boy falls first. First blood for the side of the White Tigers as Luke will be the next casualty and Malloy will not be able to do anything as he will be taken down next. Nile will try to sustain in that bot lane, but it seems like it's a 3 kill for free.
The Hunters were hunted down. The Geeks had nothing that they could do up against the Tigers who just pounced at them. That's the thing about the Tigers, Evos Legends here. When they see an opening, they are not scared. In the last 2 weeks, you can definitely see the changes that they have made within the synergy of their team.
Oh man, that's where EXP distribution is very important, man. Just one level behind from a boy just loses the team fight for Geek in general. And I think you should have gone a bit more passive in that sense, because he doesn't have that level 4 yet, and there's no pressure whatsoever. But speaking of pressure...
Okay, right now with the Netherrealm, hasn't popped it just yet. Doma jumping in the fray, trying to find some space, but Beloyski chunked it to half HP. Taz, the shield unity, finds the back line. Beloyski quite low, flickers out of the way as the Netherrealm from a boy will be popped. Kadira in the backside trying to find an angle as well. Dealing some damage, but no to fruition. Luke, though, catches one. Van Strong now in the front side. Caught. Flickers out of the way as Beloyski is also low. And seems like Niall will not be able to grab the orange buff.
Looks so messy in that skirmish. Very chaotic. But Evos Legends, the Tigers, were able to just win it out in that skirmish. They just pounced and used the best out of this chaotic situation. Let's take a look at the talent's prediction by Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. Sheffin, no question there, but Gani, you did say Evos had the better composition. So Evos, they are so far controlling the game with that composition. And we're going to take a look at the talent prediction ranking. Let's go! Oh, the Mirkers is real, guys.
Number 3, and as well as Arashi.
I think this is wrong. The second place and third place? Yeah. Gani looks like miles ahead of everyone else.
No, I think the second place, still fifth place, something wrong, but take a look at the accuracy as well, right?
Oh, man. That is really good, man. That's why you're an analyst for MPL. But yeah, I think for Geekfam right now, they should realize that in early game, they should probably lose to this very early game composition heavy for Evos Legends. They have to find something in the late game and use that momentum from Beloiti, the Netherrealm, the taunts from Naya, and also Luke has a lot of outplay potential in the late game. So it makes sense. You have to play it slow and don't force anything in this kind of team fights.
And it seems the Geeks are still reading that they can still win in the neutral objective battle. They've been waiting for that power spike. The power spike has hit from Luke. He has that Primal Wrath. They're going to have to be careful of Fluffy. When he pounces, that is the all-in. But so far, wow, the Tigers able to just pull in, fall behind, and force Geek to reset the turtle. They're holding it in. Meanwhile, up top, you can see the pressure building already. They're looking for a pounce.
Yep, let's see. Shield Unity popped by Taz, looking for an angle to fight. Now caught. Penalty zone popped as well. Netherrealm by both teams. Has been popped, but Luke will grab the turtle. And it's an all-out war here as a boy finds an angle to escape. Beloiti, though, will be the only casualty by Fluffy. Luke falls next. Geekfam, they are scattered. Double kill? Sure, they got the turtle, but the cost, at what cost?
The cost was expensive. It was very expensive. 2 members down, and Luke was the guy who got the turtle. And now Evos Legends, they're looking to capitalize fully on that.
What happened, man? Every time, ever since yesterday, it's not the junglers that had the turtle. It's always someone that doesn't have the retribution that always take it. But Doma and Fanstrong just move in as a 2, knowing that Doma is a really good solo laner. Very, I would say, he's good on his own, and Fanstrong with Doma and
this is the problem. No range to catch Doma. It seems like now Geekfam will occupy 4 members in the bottom lane, but Evos Legends, they are too disciplined. They know even when they're ahead, they still pick their battles.
They need to. They need to pick their battles. That's the reason they were able to get and mount up a 3,000 gold lead. The Tigers, you'd expect, these Predators to just be wild, but they're smart Tigers here. They've been well trained, and the Geeks, actually, the team that you would think needs to calculate, needs to be that big brain team, they've been falling short in these calculative battles. 3v4 was the battle earlier, and Evos Legends came out on top.
Yeah, it's always like the micro adjustments, but Beloiti is very, right.
Good pull.
Down here.
Oh, in the backside though, penalty zone on towards 2. Netherrealm, front side of Geekfam has been popped. It seems like now it's an all-out fight again as Beloiti, quite low, still surviving, but Taz will find the kill. In the backside, Doma will find the assist still, and Geekfam, it's a 2 for none.
It's clean from Evos Legends, despite the initial engage being from Geekfam. Again, it just feels like for their composition, they just need to react. They've been proactive here. They've been looking for plays, and Evos Legends say, if you want to engage, we can do it even better.
Bit too clean, way too clean from the Tigers here. 7-0. Geekfam has not had a kill yet in this game, in the 7-minute match, and Toss gets another turtle on the back. This is also another W for Evos Legends. Doma, still a 0-0-1, a really bad kill percentage, but that doesn't matter. He's been farming out of his mind as we look at the gold, 1K ahead of his competitor, Chatera.
There's no real reason to make moves on the map, right? I mean, again, when your team's already winning like this, as a Bruno, just pick up those turrets for free, and that's what we're seeing from Evos Legends. Plus, again, another bonus. Taz finally given heroes where you don't really need to be the solo carry, and he can play this utility role phenomenally. 3-0-3 on this Baksha.
He can play very, very aggressively too, knowing that Basha is already tanky, plus that global presence of Fanstrong with the hard cut. We've seen it over and over again, whether it's Fluffy or Basha from Toss, like it's always kind of evades death, like kind of saved them from getting killed. Fanstrong just doing a great job so far, 100% kill participation. This is what Angela should do. Just always be there but not there. The global presence.
Gotta be that shadow lurking around Geekfam with the help of the mobile members. Evos Legends, they've had so many good re-engages and just initiations with this penalty zone. Fluffy, we expected him to maybe shift a bit with his hero pool, maybe get him flexed a bit, but hey, if you play the Turizla as good as Fluffy, I don't think you need to swap. Just use the same hero because it doesn't feel like even the Geeks here have deciphered.
What I feel like is lacking from the side of Geekfam in this composition is range, right? Which Bruno is going to be very free in that back line. Oh, a good pull on towards Taz. Good response, penalty zone. And take a look at this. Doma, with the help of Hardguard, will find his first kill in MPL ID. And take a look at this. A shutdown for Luke, but it will be traded. It's a 2-for-2 for now. Doma will find it. Triple kill as Doma with the whirly and flicker play. Almost gets a Maniac, but Doma, welcome to MPL ID.
Welcome to Doma's domain! When he gets his item power spike, this is what we expect. We've seen it, glimpses of it in Snapdragon Pro Series. And now in MPL Indonesia, we have a show.
You can see right here, oh, that's unfortunate, but I think that's kind of intentional knowing that Toss is not there yet, but that is the first time Doma has been in a team fight, and the effects just instantaneous, man. You can see the gold, you can see the items is coming into play. That is a worthy and a half from this guy.
An absolute worldie. If you guys don't know, worldie is actually a term used in the UK to specify that, you know, it means it's a great goal. And that triple kill, yeah, was a great goal. It was a hat trick for Doma. His first winning fight, 3-0 and 2, racking up those statistics.
11-3 for Evos Legends. 5k gold lead, very, very safe. And it looks like Nile. No, you don't want to do that, bro.
Isolated now. Knock up as well. And take a look at the Lord take. It's going to be Taz finding it. A kill on towards right though. Luke will be shut it down as a boy can be the next target. Fluffy trying to zone 3 members away as a boy will be taken out as well. It's going to be a 2-for-1, but then again, Evos Legend grabs a Lord.
Make it 3-for-1, add 1 in the tally with a Lord up top. Taz, this is what makes him special. Despite him being in the team fight, in the front line of a team fight, having to deal with so much CC, he still found that little, hole in the game to retreat and to win it out against Nile. Man, we thought he could only play the Assassins. He's proven us wrong.
Definitely, but Nile, that was a very, very risky play just for the first tier Lord. Shouldn't have done that because Kadera already has a good wave clear. Plus with a boy too. I don't think it's much of a trouble to clear the Lord, and here you go, Poloski, mistake.
Oh, Lord will be managed A-OK by the side of Geekfam here. Still, the first Lord though, as the inner turret left standing will be taken out by the White Tigers.
Looks like a dominant game for the Tigers so far. 7,000 gold lead, but let us not forget the amount of comebacks that has happened in Week 6. You can never count Geekfam out, especially with a composition that does well in prolonged team fights. It still is a key to be used up by Geekfam, a weapon in their arsenal. The re-engages. The all-in team fights that they can react to.
You gotta realize, Mirko, it takes a great blunder, a miraculous blunder for a miracle itself.
We've seen so many miracles there.
You know it the best, man, being a Bigatron fan, but Evos Legends, I don't think they're gonna do that, man. So far, Geek hasn't been responding to engages from Evos Legends quite well. Even when Nile goes in for that retry battle there, the best case scenario is Nile getting the Lord, and the Lord's gonna get cleared quite easily. Still, Evos Legends will punish you when you're trying to go back. You shouldn't have done that in that team fight. He has to realize when to go and when to lay low and when to wait for the power spike for your own team, and Chatera right now is far from it.
Man, looking at the situation, well, looking at the past fights, Evos Legends, Fluffy has impacted very much in that penalty zone. Sometimes without the flicker, even catching 2 bodies, 2-3 bodies from side of Geekfam, which just dictates how the team fight is going to go.
It's all about the moments now. If you're Geekfam, really got to put on those geek glasses and see through it. Because Evos Legends, it almost feels like the Geeks can't understand what Evos Legends are doing. Super wild across the map with this WCG trio. Van Strong, Krite, and Doma. Look at their positioning always. Like you mentioned, Van Strong, global presence. And he can just walk up like this, giving vision. And Geekfam, their positioning has been compromised.
Take a look at the damage that Beloyski is receiving. He gets taken out. And now Geekfam fighting with 4 only. Taz sandbagging in the front side will be able to escape as the Lord is up. They know that is going to be a 5v4. Let's stay disciplined and get the neutral objective.
Man, like at this point, I'm kind of convinced that Beloyski is doing this kind of things on purpose, just trying to make a miraculous moment happen or like a good momentum for his team, because that was a blatant mispositioning for Beloyski, knowing that Taz can rotate easily. But look,
oh my god, take a look at Doma! He gets taken out as Geekfam now pushes. Let's say it's going to be a 4v4 without Doma. The main damage dealer from the White Tigers has been taken out. That's a green light for Geekfam to maintain pressure. And Evos, they know they can't really force a fight just yet, as now the Lord has been taken over by the Geeks.
They're holding on to it. Taz is getting taken out.
Hold away. Netherrealm from Krite has been popped. Let's see, Fluffy jumps in, doesn't get Kadera, but Luke will be the casualty here. Fluffy now will lose his immortality as a boy pops in Netherrealm as well as Fluffy now gets taken out. His backside though, Krite trying to find the aggressive angle, but does not get it. Geekfam, stay stable.
Beloyski, you can hate him all you want, you can call him a feeder, but Beloy performs under pressure in big games. And you said it, Sheffin, it might have been intentional, those deaths, those overextending moments, because with that man disadvantage, they forced Doma into a position where he can be punished, and Chidera showing the rookie how to play in MPL Indo.
Oh man, like even a slightest mistake from Chidera in that team fight could result in a wipeout for Geekfam. He is the backbone for Geekfam right now. The sustain is there, the damage is there, but right now it's Nile versus Taz on the objective battle.
Now, let's say all 4 members in the Lord area. Take a good pull, Taz now. Good pull. Luke bicycle on towards Doma. And now Evos Legends, they're unstable as Taz needs help with the other realm, but Nile finds a retreat. Taz gets taken out. Fluffy and Krite now retreating as Krite will fall. And Geekfam, they were able to find the comeback.
A miracle is what they needed, but when you have Beloy, miracles are created out of nothing. 0 and 5, Luke!
Oh, flickers, shatter connects, and you can see Fluffy. The left man is standing. They're going for the end. They do not care for the Lord as the taunt connects, and he will fall. Doma, 3 seconds. Surely they will not be able to defend this. Geekfam, with the comeback, finds game 1.
Comebacks have been happening. Miracles have been made in week 6. Can you even call it a miracle if he does it this consistently? 0-5, feeder. Doesn't matter as long as he's able to find these moments. He missed all of his I'm offended except for the last one. It's about the quality, not the quantity. The Geeks so prove that experience is better than hype.
I am speechless, man. Like, I've been casting 2 days right now, and all of the games has been unbelievable. The comebacks just keeps happening over and over again. And this time around, there's not much like there's no like great blunders from like Pikachu and Alpha did in the previous matches. Evos played that, I would say, decently, but Geekfam played those sustained games against an Angela, by the way, perfectly. They're using the Haas claws from Chidera perfectly too. Every time he dashes, it's always the perfect dashes. The dashes that he needs to make in that team fight to get away from the damage from Krite. This guy is insane, man.
There were 3 MMs this game. 2 marksmen and 1 miracle maker, and that man is Beloyski. What a performance. It looked horrible for him all the way from the start to the point of 7,000 gold lead. Flickers, I'm offended, missed here and there.